Alright, here we go. Number 2. Oh, that's right, you guys played Zarya, or not Zarya, Symmetra Bastion to start this one. So I'm gonna camera lock for this one. I'm gonna bounce around a little bit more in camera lock. 11 minutes, alright. See if this actually takes us 11 minutes or takes us 45. First note for greedy, you have to play behind your tank so that you can take a more aggressive angle onto the shields, because your shield break in this composition is well, equal because you both have Symmetra, but generally whoever charges the beam first will win. So you want to charge that beam by playing behind your shields and getting easy, clean hits on the enemy shield, so that you just bear down on them super quickly. So yeah, for the rest of these, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to be playing or watching through like one person's perspective. So I'm going to watch this one through Greedy's perspective right now. And then swap to just another person at random. Because I think there's 5 more, so I don't know. Maybe I'll swap through one of them because it's only 11 minutes. I'm not really sure what that backline dive was, but you're playing a lot on your own. Yeah, there was no reason to go for that turret. Okay, so I do wonder though how much value we're gonna get out of these VODs, because I do remember you guys kind of talking about it being like not really competitive. So it might be a matter of us just like watching them through at this point, because this is like, you shouldn't have gone for that turret, and I don't even think that's something that you would do consistently. But like, you're not even, this is the first time I've seen you with your team since the first push. There's no reason to go after that turret there and then push into the fight like you were gonna get value. Whoever places turret second as Symmetra loses because your turrets all got destroyed by her turrets. Except, oh, she's killing your TP right now. Okay. Alright, so I was the first of whatever that was. So far I haven't been particularly impressed with either Shadows or Genetics Pharah. So I think this is the first time that I'm going to be seeing Greedy's Pharah. But if we want to play more Pharah, then I want to work with whoever's going to be playing more Pharah, because I think that there's a lot of small things that need to be done, a lot of touch and feel around how Pharah's kit works, that just isn't being executed properly right now, and it's kind of showing up in, you know, like slow ult charge, getting punished for slightly poor positioning, just various little different things. She even said it. She even said there was a sniper and you didn't respect her. You guys disrespect this Widow a lot, this game, where it's like you just peek her open, like you just don't care, and you just give her the sight line to hit the shot, and she hits the shot. I think what it really comes down to in a lot of ways is the use of concussion is really lacking. I think part of it is kind of like comfortability with the flying maneuver and using that to kind of like leverage shots and stuff like that. Like the movement in tandem with mechanics, I think looks a little bit shaky for like when I was watching Shadow and Genetic. But really, I think what it comes down to at the end of the day is a lot about the concussion and how it's used and how the animation cancels are done in and out of concussion. That is like, it just needs to kind of be fundamentally worked on, like concussioning out of a shot and concussioning when reloading and stuff like that, and when they can do things and when they can't do things. Concussioning for movement. Nice. It looks like they have no clear answer for anything that you guys are doing. And most of what you guys are doing, I think, comes down to Complex and Genetic just constantly harassing them. It's possible that the rest of their team is like really good, and then their tanks are just a little bit weak right now. Because that's kind of what it looks like. It looks like Genetic and Complex are just having absolute free roam, and the enemy tanks just aren't getting as much value as they are. It looks like Complex and Genetic are dueling the enemy tanks and the DPS at the same time. Because their Widow at least isn't half bad. She's hit a few shots in the last 2 games. I saw some shots in the Hanamura clips that you guys were showing and stuff like that, where it's like, she hit some nice shots. I don't really see their supports using ults as actively as they might have wanted to. But at the same time, I just feel like their tanks are going in really... It could be it's either their tanks or supports, I would say then. Because their tanks seem to be going in and then just pretty much exploding pretty quickly. Which could come down to their poor positioning and poor ability usage. Or it could come down to the support's poor ability usage. This isn't particularly a Pharah map because she's limited in what she could do. Complex blew up again. I want to just go see that. Why? Why does Complex blow up this time? Alright. From this point forward. Okay, so he's going to get there before anybody else. But enemy team has a Lucio, so their whole team is going to get there before our whole team. Gets hit with the Fire Strike as he rounds the corner because he doesn't throw he doesn't start his Fire Strike animation before he gets to the corner, and he doesn't realize that other people do that. Okay. Is very, very far forward at half health with no armor and drops his shield before the supports can even get there to heal him properly. Okay. Gets hit with a universe worth of damage right there, and then gets the bubble. Better development in terms of cohesion, in terms of timing, but raised his shield because he's scared, which is fair. But it doesn't matter because he's dead as fuck. Probably because their Hanzo hits the headshot. How much do you want to bet their Hanzo hits the headshot? Actually, no, but they have a Junkrat. Oh, could have been so many different things that killed him. Yeah. Yeah, it could have been so many different things. Alright. So yeah. You gotta work on that. You get blown up every time on this map first. Like, you just round that corner way too fast, not realizing that we don't have a Lucio. Okay, Reinhardt. There's just not a ton going on here that I really want to be even, you know, nitpicking on in particular, because there's just not a lot of competition that, like, it doesn't seem very competitive in terms of, like, you guys don't, I'm not sure that you're trying your hardest anyway. And, what would you call it? I'm not sure that the enemies are really even putting up a fight where it's like you feel like you need to do anything. Very interesting barrage, but okay. So going forward, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you guys send me, like, for if we do these where I'm not there, I'm gonna have you guys send me the 2 maps that you want me to go over the most, because it's 5:12 now, so I'm gonna be pretty much wrapping up soon. I might just wrap up after this one and just watch the other ones on my own. But like, I don't know which maps are good to look at, so I just picked the first 2 pretty much. And I thought the Numbani one was a good review, but like, this is worthless. Like, I shouldn't have even watched this one, honestly. It was a waste of time. And so it was probably, if you watch this, it was possibly a large waste of time on your part too. So, I mean, I don't really want to be doing that because I want you guys to feel encouraged to watch these things, not wonder every time you open it on whether or not it's actually going to be worth anything. Because yeah, they've had 2 hit scan the whole time, and Greedy is basically flying in their faces. Lol, dude. Alright, so yeah, next time we'll kind of reformat a little bit and change around. If you don't see a 3rd video underneath this one, that's because I just watched the rest of them either on my own or whatever. But deuces.